is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is Stretch the Sketch time, which is super fun, especially because I am still working on this Cutie Patooties album, which is all 8.5 by 11. So I have a couple of kind of first snow pictures for her. So I pulled out my Snow and Cocoa, which I think I'm probably not the only one that has quite a bit of that left because we've probably bought it a couple times. Yeah. So please tell me I'm not the only one. Love, love, love this collection. And we don't nearly get enough snow. But she looks so cute in the snow. So I went ahead and grabbed a cut file from Cut to You. It says Snow Much Fun. I cut it out in one of the pattern papers. Now, I had originally tried to cut it out in a glitter paper, but I didn't have my settings quite right because I was actually going to do the snowflake in glitter. But because of the size I cut it, the picture fits there perfectly instead. So I just trim where that snowflake is and tuck the photo in there. Now I did back the word snow in that white glitter paper, and it is so gorgeous. The rest of the papers are from the Snow and Cocoa paper pad that I have. So I have two photos of this sweet girl. I put one up at the top and I'm going to put one down at the bottom. Now, if you're new to this series, basically we take a 12 by 12 sketch and we either make it bigger or make it smaller. We can do anything we want with it. We just can't make it into a 12 by 12. Now, we do this with Sketch Sunday, and so Nicole doesn't play along with Stretch the Sketch, so hers will actually be a 12 by 12. So that's kind of fun because you get a different size, plus you get the actual size. So how am I making this sketch work with this layout? So the first thing that I'm doing is you see that long strip in the middle. And so I'm basically going to turn the sketch on its side. So I run that strip down at the center. Now my strip is much bigger. And the reason that I did that was because I didn't want my cut file to get lost. I wanted you to definitely be able to read it. So my strip is a lot longer or wider. It's definitely not longer. It's shorter. It is wider. I do have two photos like you see in the sketch, but mine are not placed quite next to each other. But I still have two photos. So there's a lot of creative, what is the word for it? Like I took some creative liberties with this one. So it's definitely inspired by it, but it's not there 100%. This is where I am going to bring in more of what I am seeing from the sketch. So I have the Snow and Cocoa stamp set. And as you know, I don't do a lot of stamping, but I'm going to do a little bit. So I need a circle, right? So my best choice of circles would be from my kitchen. So I grab this bowl and I take a white gel pen and I draw my circle. Now it's not super noticeable and it's not super noticeable on the page either, but it gives me a good start because what I'm going to do is I have 3 snowflake stamps and I want to put those all the way around where you see those circles. So I'm trying to figure out which ones I want. So I start with the super intricate one, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then I am going to move on to this bigger one. And I kind of tested out on this extra piece of paper. And I decide that I actually want the second stamp for this. So the black was a little too black and I liked the gray. So I stamp it off on my paper and then I stamp it onto my layout. The last one is a cute little one and I am just going to stamp that all around and kind of fill in a little bit of that circle. So I feel like you can get the idea of the circle and all of the stuff around it without it being totally in your face. So now I'm going to work on some embellishing. I have a little bit of puffy stickers left and I'm going to use them all. Yay! So there's a cute little reindeer, which she has a little moose on her jumper. So I figured that works. And it had a couple of these little puffy diamonds. I'm going to use those. A couple of puffy stars. I'm going to use those. And then a cute little circle that says snow. So I just put that kind of on her blanket in that lower photo there, which is matted in that same glitter cardstock. Now I didn't matte the upper photo, so I decided to put a frame behind it to give it a little bit more to stand out. And then I have a couple of these clips. I'm going to add the little burr and put that on the top photo. And then I'm going to go through everything I have left. So I have a little bit of die cuts. I have a little sticker sheet and I have chipboard. I don't think any chipboard makes it on, but I do get some stickers. So I'm going to add a banner as well as a couple of these, what would you call them? Oh, the mittens. Yes, that's one of my favorite embellishments that went on this layout was the mittens and the little deer because she's got her little mittens and she's chewing on them. They're so cute. So I'm going to get those mittens on there. And then there is a bunch of little colorful circles. So I'm going to scatter those about on the line with the stamping as well. So I'm really going to emphasize this circle that I have going on to go with the sketch. And the sketch is from Creative Scrappers number 32. It says Cricut Inspired Layouts.blogspot. So there is my layout. I hope you enjoyed it. I do have a couple of close-ups. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I love to chat with you. Make sure you check out everybody in the description box below for Stretch the Sketch as well as Sketch Sunday. So that is going to do it for me today. Remember to wear your crown, and I'll see you soon. Bye.